There have been so many talks, concerns, and fears around the new tax law taking effect on the 1st of January 2026 in Nigeria. So many concerns about who should pay tax, what should be taxed. Will the government take taxes on money that goes in and out of my account? If I live abroad and I'm a Nigerian, will I be taxed? If I am working in Nigeria and I am earning foreign currency, will I also be taxed? So as a good girl now, if my uncle decides to send me money as a gift, do I have to pay tax on that gift also? So many concerns about how the new tax law will affect investment, salary earners, and so many more. Just relax. Today, your economist and chartered stockbroker will break them all down for you in simple terms. We'll be talking about 10 key things you need to know about the new tax law and how it affects you. I'll also be giving you one more tip that might be of great interest to you. So stick around. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adeshola. You can call me Shows. I'm an economist, an investment analyst, and a chartered stockbroker. On this channel, we talk about everything personal finance and financial literacy. If this is your first time here, I want to say a very big welcome to you. And if you've been following up with this channel, I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you so much for your support. Your support means a whole lot to me. If you found any of my content helpful, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and press that notification bell so that you'd always get notified whenever I upload new videos. I would also be giving you a very important update at the end of this video, so make sure that you stick around. 2026 is upon us, and the new tax administration is expected to take effect from the 1st of January 2026. Many Nigerians home and abroad have raised concerns about the new tax law and how this new tax law is going to affect them, their investments, and their income. So today, let's discuss 10 of those concerns. So the first one we'll talk about today is who can and cannot pay tax. Everyone who has a taxable income, whether from your business or from a paid employment, that is, if you work for someone, or even from your investments, everyone who has a taxable income is expected to pay tax. But anyone currently earning the national minimum wage, which is 70,000 naira a month, or even above that, as long as after taking all the reliefs and deductions, they do not earn more than 800,000 naira taxable income in a year, such category of people are exempted from tax. That means they are not going to pay tax at all. That means that the nature of this tax is progressive. Yes, it means that those on the higher income level pay more tax than those on the lower income level. The second one is, will anything that goes in and out of my account be taxed? So there is nothing in the new tax law that says that anything that goes in and out of your bank account will be taxed. So if your uncle decides to send money to you from abroad to help him build a house, that is definitely not going to be taxed. If you receive gifts from your rich auntie or your rich uncle who decides that, oh, it's been a while, let me extend a hand of love to my nephew or my niece, that is also not going to attract any taxes. The third one is, will religious organizations be taxed? So religious organization in itself as an institution will not be taxed, but the people working in that religious organization will be taxed as long as they receive income from that organization. So another concern is, oh, I'm in Nigeria, I earn in dollars or pounds or euros or any foreign currency, and you are worried or concerned, will I be taxed? So that income that you have earned in foreign currency will be converted to naira, and the expenses that you have incurred in getting that money will be deducted, and whatever is left will be taxed if it is above the tax threshold. But if it is below the tax threshold, then you will not be taxed. So this means that if you are above the threshold, then whatever tax rate band that you are in will apply to you. So that means that, for instance, if after converting the money to naira and then all the deductions, all the expenses that you incurred have been removed, and that money is below 800,000 naira or less, it means that you will not be taxed. So number 5, as a student, will I be taxed? So if you are a student that gets money from your parents or your guardians, under the new tax administration, you are not going to be paying any tax. But if you are a student who is making money or receiving income from a business or whatever it is that you are doing, then you are going to be taxed. So if you are running a business and you are making money, you will definitely be taxed. So the 6th concern we'll be talking about today is for our parents, our aunts and uncles who have retired. Are they expected to pay taxes also? So under the new tax administration, the retirees are not expected to pay any taxes. But if you're a retiree and you run a business, then you are expected to pay tax. Number 7 on our list today is, will there be taxes on cryptocurrencies? Under the new tax law, first, the tax authorities will do a net position. So they will look at the gains and losses. If there is a net loss, then there will be no tax. If, on the other hand, there is a net gain, they will look into it and see the threshold. So if the net gains falls below the exemption threshold, then it will not be taxed. But if it is above that exemption threshold, then the appropriate tax rate will apply. So have you been watching this video up to this moment and you are yet to subscribe to my channel? Please kindly hit that subscribe button and press that notification bell, and please don't forget to hit that like button also. Another concern, which is the 8th one we'll be talking about today, is, will remittances be taxed? So those of us that have family members abroad, friends and relatives who sent money down home, their moms, their dads, their nieces, their nephews, will this money be taxed? So remittances are not taxable and you don't have to worry about that. Just like gifts, remittances are tax exempt. So whatever money you receive from abroad will not be taxed. The 9th one we are going to be talking about today is the fact that so many people feel that with the new tax law, there is going to be increase in the prices of goods and services. So under the new tax reform, right, goods and services are expected to be cheaper. Yes, it is expected that prices of essential consumption will reduce. So it means that there will be no tax on basic needs such as food, transport, education, health, and rent. So it is expected that there will be a reduction in the prices of goods and services. So the 10th one we'll be talking about is, how will the new tax law affect my investments? So investments like the federal government bonds are exempted from taxes. However, corporate bonds are subject to a 10% withholding tax. So for mutual funds, it all depends on the composition of the mutual funds. Taxes will be applied based on the components of the mutual funds. For cryptocurrency, like I mentioned earlier, the tax authorities will do their net position. They will look at the gains and the losses. So if there is a net loss, then there will be no tax. However, if on the other hand there is a net gain, they will look into the threshold. If the net gain falls below the exemption threshold, then it will not be taxed. But if it is above the exemption threshold, then the appropriate taxes will apply. So for shares, if the value of the shares is less than 150 million naira, then no taxes apply. But if the profit on that shares that you have sold is above 10 million naira, then you'll be taxed. And this brings us to the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. So if you are planning to take your personal finance into another level in year 2026, and you want someone to guide you step by step, your chartered stockbroker is right here for you. If you'd like to book a one-on-one session with me, simply type one-on-one on the comment section and I'm going to be sending you the booking link. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and press that notification bell so that you always get notified anytime I upload new videos. Thank you very much for watching, and catch up with you next time.